Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And here we go. We're underway. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. But it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And now the drive starts with the completion out to the right.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Javon Curse in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 15. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. His throw caught. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robert Woods, 35 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson now returning. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 22.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there.
And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 4.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
He'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They got him in. It's Woods. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Maurice Jones-Drew, 34 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. The 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Brought down back at the
get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Miami set to take over. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal. At the Colts.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Maurice Jones-Drew, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Javon Curse. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make the decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
And now before the play clock runs out, Brian Flores is going to call a timeout.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
And that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Pass on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Johnson.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays,
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Williams on the cover.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.